Hey guys, here we are with another update of the Srt motor. Got it in, kind of just took my time and had to drop, well, I dropped the tranny side first, but you can see my previous videos. So what ended up happening is I dropped this part of the motor, as you can see in my previous video, on the cherry picker. And I kind of used a smaller jack on this side to lift up this transmission side of the motor just to kind of level it out. And I lifted it up and I put this motor mount bracket onto the frame. It's 5 bolts. I'm actually missing one, but if you saw our pile of bolts, you'd be intimidated. But just 4 bolts that go into the frame right here, and there's 2 below. There's 1 below each one on both sides. And then the way I put this motor mount in, and there's only one way it can go in, flat side towards the transmission. But so I dropped the transmission down probably 4 or 5 inches before this height. And then I slip the motor mount inside this little area right here, and then I push it down so I can line up. There's 3 bolts on this motor mount that connect to the transmission. There's 1 up front, and then 2 in the back that are kind of slanted. So I bolt those up first, torque them down, and then I lift the motor up, and then I kind of just line this guy up, this motor mount bolt up until I get it relatively tight. And then next, I keep the cherry picker on. Makes the next process a little bit easier. But next is going to be this guy right here, which takes, I believe, a T50 or a T55 torque socket, and just kind of lift it up or down wherever it needs to go, and then put that bolt in there, and then you can put your 2 torque mounts in. Forgot to mention this in my second video. I do believe this is a torque mount as well. I do believe, just because of the dynamics of it. But then I put this guy in, and then I put the bottom one in. I don't know if you can see that really well, but it's right here. It mounts to the lower cross member. So yeah, this is pretty much the finished product of dropping an Srt4 motor in. I mean, there's probably different ways you can do it. This is the way I found the easiest. But yeah, the rest of it's just kind of plug and play now. Gotta hook up the exhaust, put the intake manifold on, hook up all the wiring, fill up all the fluids, make sure our battery's good, and then can't forget transmission fluid, and then yeah, start her up, see if she runs. Alright guys, hope you like this video. We'll probably post a first start video. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to comment away. Make sure to like this video and any other videos that you see DIYs. But yeah, thanks guys.